माँ प्यारता सदके इन प्यार। अल्लाह माफ़ करे, बहुत मनुष्य लग रहे हो, मत करो, रहने दो, बहुत बुरे लग रहे हो। तौबा तौबा तौबा, सारा मूड खराब कर दिया।
There are some actors that you root for because they are just clearly talented. One of them that I have consistently felt has the potential really to be in the big leagues only on the basis of his acting ability has been Aditya Roy Kapur. With many highs and lows throughout his career, Aditya has not really cemented his position as a leading man in the Hindi film industry, only having successful ventures under his kitty like Ashiki 2 and Malang, and many duds along the way. When I saw the trailer of Rashtra Kavach Om, I thought this is a clear case of an actor being told what commercially works and to blindly follow the guidance of so-called experts. Under the guise of mass commercial action, we only get a half-baked and absolutely irritating venture that not only wastes the potential and range of an actor like Aditya, but questions the intelligence of the audience. Not only is it inept in its technical execution, but so ludicrous with its writing that it only makes you hysterically laugh at the absurdity you're witnessing on the big screen. Doing the job that I'm meant to do, Rashtra Kavach Om focuses on Om, played by Aditya Roy Kapur, a raw agent who has been assigned to retrieve a kavach that neutralizes any nuclear threat by creating a shield using the same source material. The kavach was developed by his father, Dev, played by Jackie Shroff, whom he was separated from during a tragic event that he faintly remembers. While being on a mission and being terribly wounded, Om only gets flashes of the tragic event and forgets everything preceding that, which includes his current family and the status as a capable asset with the raw wing. How he retraces his past only to lead the mission to retrieve the kavach for India and understand what happened to his father forms the basic premise of Om. Did you even understand what I said about the plot of this movie? Okay, moving on. Telling you to the best of my ability, here are the good and bad aspects of Om so that you guys can ultimately decide whether to watch it in theaters or not. The good. Aditya Roy Kapur and Prachi Shah Pandya. To find a sense of sincerity and groundedness with the performances in this film is like finding a white cat in a snowstorm. You get so overwhelmed by the sheer audacity of the creators and where they take the storyline that you can easily get disconnected to completely dismiss the film's quality and the people involved in it. But what I cannot deny is that Aditya Roy Kapur and Prachi Shah Pandya, who plays Om's mother, may just be the only genuine aspects of this film. Even though Aditya does channelize his brooding, shaking Hrithik Roshan avatar in the emotional scenes, I could very well see a man who signed up for a ride and decided screw it. I'll give it my all despite the shit show running all around me. The scenes that both of them share, which include retracing one's memory with a bowl of kheer or offering one shoulder to lean on in order to just weep and be vulnerable, account for the only glimmer of light at the end of a painful and torturous dark tunnel. The hypothetical drawing board. I was listing down the main plot points of Rashtra Kavach Om and actually wondering, is there any way this film could have been rescued? Is there any way this film could have been mildly entertaining? And I actually went back to the drawing board and realized the reason for the absolute travesty that this film transformed into was all due to its treatment of writing and its god-awful performances. If I actually in the form of bullet points wrote down each significant event of the film and handed it over to another director like Ali Abbas Zafar, I think this film would have been a totally different movie. People warned me on how this film wouldn't be any different from what a creator like Ahmed Nolan Scorsese Tarantino Khan has already showcased to us. But I had some excitement because he was just on the producer's chair, but my god was everyone right. It ain't anything different from the crap we have already seen by the creator. The underwhelming aspects. Hammy performances. It absolutely does not matter who is associated with this film, no matter how illustrious of careers they have had. The film just boasts of hammy over-the-top performances. It is another case of directors letting legends just wing it on set, so much so that they think that they can't do anything wrong. And in the relationship of being respectful towards seniors, what you get is veterans like Prakash Raj and Ashutosh Rana just hamming their way throughout the film. The performances are loud and unintentionally funny, and it just reaffirms the thought in my mind that you need a captain of the ship to be mindful of the same and bring a sense of semblance of what is the pitch of the film. Just to see Prakash Raj shout in every scene, frustratingly say, damn it, and Ashutosh Rana mostly sleepwalk through the role, and well, Jackie Shroff in more or less an extended cameo just can't leave any impact no matter how cool he looked. It made me really sad that these parameters are not controlled and looked after just because of the stature of the actors. You've got everything from a Gujju doctor, a PJ Marrowing hacker, and a constantly worried Sanjana Sanghi, who is a part-time doctor and part-time raw agent, and this makes me come to the next point. Cringeworthy action and comedy. I understand the pitch of mass action films are not grounded in reality, but the film takes it to a whole new level, not even having a build-up for us to be invested in the over-the-top nature. Just all guns blazing from the onset. You start the introduction of your protagonist free diving into the ocean and miraculously jumping from the Pacific Ocean on his 2 feet on a battleship. Aditya is jumping so much that it actually reminded me of the vintage game Claw. The action scenes have so many jump cuts that it makes you wonder whether it is the incapability of the action director or Aditya's incompetence not to do full-fledged long shots for the ultimate impact. The last action set piece is the most laughable, matching the absurdity of Baghi 3 and the antics that Tiger was pulling in Syria. The comedy in this film also had me pulling my hair in frustration. You've got a doctor assessing Aditya, saying things like Zinda with hope or Murda with memory, what do you like? And then going full boomer vibes by saying hope is dope. Going on to further marrow dad PJs like kuch bhi urgent ho na, mujhe call nahi karna. Arey, just WhatsApp. You've got the hacker in the team played by Vicky Arora, who for no fault of his is handed over the most cringe lines, saying things like what the shuck and what the luck, or when an Armenian woman says Om and he replies Jadoo. It's a whole new level of absurd, and that's what brings me to my next point. Na sar, na pair. There is literally no logic to most of the things happening in this storyline. Aditya in mid-combat gets shot and falls into the Pacific Ocean, only to be rescued by Sanjana Sanghi. How he was rescued, how the hell did she get him near Kasoli to tend to his wounds, nothing is explained. I guess Sanjana also free-dived into the Pacific and must have paddled her way back in a canoe to rescue him. In a mission in Myanmar, a soldier shouts Hari Om only for Aditya to appear out of the woods, a callback and homage to Ritesh Deshmukh's cry for Ronnie in Baghi 3. The worst of the lot being the mission ending in Myanmar and out of nowhere transitioning to an item song, a remake of Kala Shah Kala where the raw agents dance and Aditya looks visibly uncomfortable. The best being, the film also channelizes its Suryavanshi syndrome. Many wondered the purpose of Katrina in this scene of combat. I wondered the same as Sanjana just stands admiring the view as Aditya blows everything up next to him. There is a scene also that makes no sense whatsoever, where Aditya's allies shoot themselves only to motivate him to take revenge. The theatre really burst out laughing. Of course, the icing on the cake being that Aditya just tug-of-war style pulling a helicopter because why not? I actually got exhausted after watching this film. The curious case of actors and the system. I think the reason why I think this is worse than the Baghi franchise is because you see an actor like Aditya Roy Kapur get absolutely wasted in a film that doesn't play to his strengths at all. At least we know with Tiger he is flexing his capability as an action hero, his only strong suit other than dancing. But Aditya being a capable actor with range getting wasted in this commercially concocted, poorly developed action saga really does make me wonder. Is it a case of an actor not getting roles that are exciting or he deserves, or just a plain case of bad management and advice? It can be a mix of both, but I honestly cannot enunciate this further that Om did test every morsel of patience I had in my body. And the only silver lining that it has going for itself is that it isn't as bad as Hero Panthi 2. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.